Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is February 27, 2024, and it's reported that the talks between Barcelona and Puma have cooled down as Puma are fearful that Barcelona are currently using them. Also, Barcelona will have heavy competition for the services of Roberto De Zerbi as Bayern Munich have now set their sights on the Italian coach. And finally, it's reported that Barcelona are considering De Gea is a possible signing in the summer transfer market. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag, and if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links for kit bag and Bet Us are down below in the description. And now we begin with the news that talks between Barcelona and Puma have cooled off because Puma are fearful that Barcelona could be using them to increase their offer from Nike. Now, as I reported before, the relationship between Barcelona and Nike have not been doing well. It's been actually breaking down because Barcelona have a lot of complaints about the contract between them and Nike that Bartomeu signed back in 2018, including that it's way below market value. And given this rift between Barcelona and Nike, Puma saw the advantage of making a huge offer to Barcelona, with some reporting that the offer is close to 250 million euros, so Puma can become Barcelona's main sponsor, because after all, Puma are making a huge push into the footballing world. They have signed some pretty important teams, including Manchester City, and just recently they signed Leipzig. And it's been revealed that Nike used to pay Leipzig 70 million euros per season to be their sponsor, and now Puma are paying them 150 million euros, so twice what Leipzig were receiving before. So that definitely gives a lot of veracity, or confirms the reports that Puma were indeed offering Barcelona twice what Nike are currently paying them. Now, even though Puma's offer was very tempting for Barcelona, because not only are they offering them a lot more money, they're also offering them e-commerce all across the globe, where Nike only offers it in Europe. Puma are also offering Barcelona, total logistical control. Barcelona could decide what products get made, how much, where are they made, where are they sold, etc. But despite Puma's offer being very attractive to Barcelona, Barcelona still wanted to sit down with Nike to see if there's any chances of improving the contract, of renegotiating the contract. And after several rounds of talks, as I've reported many times before, Nike have told Barcelona that yes, they are willing to increase their contract by a little bit, but not by so much. They're not going to make a huge push to keep Barcelona. If Barcelona want to leave, they can do so. But Nike have told Barcelona that if they do break the contract, they will sue Barcelona and request 350 million euros in court. So Barcelona are definitely in a difficult position, where on one hand, if they stay with Nike, they are looking to lose a lot of money because Nike are not paying market value. But if they leave Nike, they're also looking to lose a lot of money because Nike are threatening to sue Barcelona for a lot more money. And well, now the situation has worsened even more, because now that the talks between Barcelona and Puma have cooled off, because Puma feel like Barcelona might be using them to try to get more money out of Nike. So Barcelona will definitely have to make a decision pretty soon. And in fact, it's reported that Barcelona have set a deadline in March for them to decide whether they continue with Nike or go with Puma. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But as always, I love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think Barcelona should do? Should they go with Puma? Should they stick with Nike? Of course, whatever decision Barcelona make, it's not going to affect the upcoming season because it's already almost March. So if Barcelona do decide to go with Puma, it's not going to be until the following season, which will be the 2025-2026 season, because right now Puma would not have enough time to design the kits, all the merchandise, produce it, and distribute it all over the world for the upcoming season. And on to the news that Barcelona will have some competition from Bayern Munich for the services of Roberto De Zerbi. Now, as I reported many times before, Barcelona are heavily considering both Hansi Flick and Roberto De Zerbi for Barcelona's manager job. Of course, Hansi Flick is right now the favorite, or the one that generates the most consensus. But either way, it's reported that if Barcelona do decide to go the Roberto De Zerbi route, they will face some heavy competition, because it seems that Bayern Munich have set their sights on the Brighton's coach. Now, as I reported before, Bayern Munich have reached an agreement with Thomas Tuchel, where Tuchel will leave his post as Bayern Munich's manager at the end of the season. So as such, Bayern Munich are now in the market looking for their next coach. It's reported that the Bundesliga club's #1 option is Xabi Alonso, who's doing a phenomenal job with Bayer Leverkusen. However, it's reported that Liverpool are also looking to secure the services of Xabi Alonso. So if that does happen, it's reported that Bayern Munich's second option would be Roberto De Zerbi. So if Barcelona also decide to go for De Zerbi, they would have some heavy competition from Bayern Munich, who are, of course, in a much better economic and financial situation. So that race could definitely go in favor of the Germans. Now, it's reported that Bayern Munich also have set their sights on Hansi Flick, but of course, as I reported many times before, Hansi Flick prefers Barcelona over Bayern Munich. So if both clubs decide to go after Flick, I think Barcelona could be the clear winner in that race. And speaking of De Zerbi, it's been revealed that Roberto De Zerbi visited La Masia back in 2020, where he gave some talks or some presentation about footballing strategies, about footballing philosophies, etc. And it's reported that back then, all of the coaches at La Masia were heavily impressed by the 44-year-old coach, because they said he had some very bright ideas, strategically speaking. But what impressed them even the most is his conviction and his philosophy, where Roberto De Zerbi showed him how convinced he was that his philosophy was the right one, and convinced them how important it is for teams to adopt that philosophy, to adopt that identity, which is something that Barcelona has been lacking under Xavi Hernandez. So that goes to all the people who continue to try to diminish De Zerbi's work, saying that he will be the next Quique Setién. I don't think that's the case. I think De Zerbi has done a wonderful job with all the teams that he has managed. He has done a wonderful job developing young talent. He has impressed all the coaches at La Masia when he visited in 2020. And he's been considered by some of the biggest clubs in the world, including Bayern Munich and Liverpool. So I don't think he's the next Quique Setién. Of course, otherwise these professional clubs would not, or these big clubs would not be looking at him. And of course, they know a lot more than us about football. So again, I don't think De Zerbi will be the next Quique Setién. Otherwise, none of these clubs would be considering him. Now, on to the news that Barcelona are reportedly having an internal debate in regards to Iñaki Peña's continuity. Now, Iñaki Peña started out pretty strong when he took over Ter Stegen, who underwent a back surgery. But unfortunately, his form began to decline, and as a result, Barcelona began to receive more goals. And it seems that that decline in form has left some doubt within Barcelona internally, with the club now debating whether they should continue betting on Iñaki Peña as being the second goalkeeper, or whether they should look outside to bring someone else. Now, in case Barcelona do decide to replace Iñaki Peña, it's reported that they could consider making an offer for Luis Maximiano. He's a 25-year-old Portuguese goalkeeper. He's currently on loan with Almeria from Lazio, with Almeria having an obligation to buy in the goalkeeper's contract if certain things are met, if certain requirements are met. But given that Almeria are looking at relegation, most likely Luis Maximiano will not continue with the Spanish team and will end up going back to Lazio in the Serie A. Now, Barcelona have been tracking Luis Maximiano for quite some time. They said that they're very impressed with his abilities. So if Barcelona do decide to sign someone else, Luis Maximiano could be a good option for the Blaugrana club. Now, another option that Barcelona are considering is De Gea, the 33-year-old Spanish goalkeeper who's currently without a team after Manchester United released him. So he is a free agent. So if Barcelona do consider bringing someone else as the second goalkeeper of Ter Stegen, they could consider De Gea, because again, he is a free agent. So Barcelona would not have to pay any transfer fee. Now, Barcelona, of course, also have internal options such as Astralaga, the Barca Athletic coach, and there's also Kochen, who Barcelona are betting on him to be the future goalkeeper of Barcelona. But of course, all of this depends on how the debate ends up, whether Barcelona decide on continuing with Iñaki Peña or they decide to bring someone else, because for now, there's no decision made. The debate is still going on, so we don't know what's going to happen with Iñaki Peña and who will be Mark ter Stegen's second goalkeeper. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.